Well, hi everybody. I wanted to get this video done today, being Saturday here in Australia, before Christmas Day. And Christmas Day for us here is going to be on the actual Monday. And I do live stream in the mornings on Monday at 10:30 a.m. So I want to say to you all that I will be doing a live stream as my normal time, because I would like to wish everybody, especially in Australia on the Monday, a Merry Christmas. Of course, for a lot it's going to be Tuesday here, before a lot of you are having your Christmas Day. So this just gives me the opportunity to at least get on now and get that in to everybody. Of course, my live stream on Monday morning will be, a Christmas one for all of you. I don't know, which snakes I will have with me, or which snake I will have with me for that particular day. I am having my family come over much later, so I will do a video and put something together of the family celebration later on in the day that does happen, and as people are arriving, and the gifts that I get and what they're given, and just all that celebration that I think we should all do if we have the opportunity, is be with family or friends. A lot of people don't have family to spend that day with, and that is sad. I have a friend that lives a long way away from family and spends it with her friends. She knows that she's more than welcome here on that day to celebrate it with me and my family, because she is a part of my family. But I'm going to make this part of the video with no snakes with me. I am going to be getting Jack out soon, and I will do a video with him, but I want to get him out and take him outside. I know that it would be around the toilet time for him, but it's hot, guys. So right now we're later in the day and it's still very warm outside, but I know that sun has not got a massive amount of heat in it for him, so he'll be a little bit more comfortable, but I won't be staying out there for too long with him because of that heat. We're talking 34, 35 Celsius midday. It's probably down to maybe 31, and we're talking, the sun is starting to go down. But I'm going to take this opportunity as well to say a big thank you to my dear friend Azzy, who lives in Holland, the Netherlands, for some beautiful things that she put together and sent me. And these little bits and pieces that have been arriving for the last couple of weeks in the mail. So, a couple of things would arrive, and then a couple of days later a couple of other things would arrive, and so on. And so every time I opened up the letterbox, it was like there was something there pretty much for me from her, and a lot of thought has gone into each and every thing that she sent me, and I have loved every one of them. So I'm going to share them with you. today at this particular point, so that you can all see it. So I'm going to move a little bit closer so you might be able to see them, and I hope it's not too dark showing you. I will try and zoom when I edit if it doesn't show up so well. But first of all, I'll try and remember as they came, and yeah, I can't think of the word, and it was on the tip of my tongue, as they arrived, in sequence of as they arrived. But first of all, she sent me this beautiful snake ring, which you can see is of a snake holding this, I've tipped, this gem in its mouth. She also sent me this beautiful snake ring, which has a black eye and a yellow eye, because it wraps around like a snake. I wear them every day, and lots of people have made comments and said how beautiful that they are. I'm probably not going to be doing this in sequins, because I want to show you my jewellery. She also sent this, and you probably will not be able to see exactly the best, but it has the tree, and underneath here and around here is engraved all of my snakes' names. And what a beautiful thought to put into a gift, to have all of my snakes' names engraved on this necklace. I put this on every day as well. Absolutely beautiful. Also, she bought me this beautiful armband, which, as you can see, has gems into it. I guess the lighting's not so great, but it gives you an idea. So I love it, and I wear it, not all of the time, but I do wear it, especially if I'm going out. She also sent me, looking, these stickers, little fun stickers of a snake popping its head out. So there were about 10, I believe, in the pack when it arrived, and I forgot to get this out, but I think I can do that. 2 seconds, guys, sorry. Get in there, because I carry this and I forgot to get it out of my bag, and I've probably got fingerprints all over it. But if you can see that, which says, gotta love carpet python, for gay, with a heart, and Azzy. And she drew this herself of the carpet python and had that engraved. So that is of course, a card holder. So I have that in my bag all of the time. Maybe you can see it a little bit better like that. So I love it, love it. Just the thoughtfulness, and just to be sending them and them arriving on different days. So it was like I was hanging out every day to see if something was in the mail. She also sent, and I'll spin this around for you so that you can see, but some stickers, mirror stickers that I've put on Jack's enclosure up there. So that's really great. I love that too. Well, I'm not going to say I don't love them, and I'm not fibbing when I say I do love them, because I love each and every one of them that she has actually sent to me. And of course, probably all in all, I can honestly say my favourites, and that is photos. I love photos. And this is Azzy with her girl Squeezy. I hope you can see. And of course, there is Squeezy. And Squeezy is a red-tailed boa. Azzy has a channel. So I will put a link to her channel so that you can go over and take a look. Now Azzy loves Squeezy, of course, and Squeezy is her only snake. She takes amazing care of her and looks after her really well. So that's it for this part. This is probably going to end up being quite a long video by the time I get Jack and take him outside for a little while. But yes, I really wanted to do this and show you those wonderful gifts that a wonderful friend, a subscriber, a supporter of my channel took upon herself to send those to me and put a lot of thought into them. It's just as much as Carla from One Soft Kiss was lovely enough to send me the photos of Chewy and Jade and herself. They have a special place here in my room, as you know. I will swing you around, though I don't think you'll maybe be able to see them, but I will flip you around. And they're up there on my wall. Of course, we'll get some frames for Azzy's, and I will put them around the room here in my snake room with me. And yeah, I will be back, of course, with Jack. That rhymed. Jack and back. Okay, guys. See you soon. Well, there you go, guys. I'm back. Took Jack a little while to decide that he actually wanted to come out, but you know, I just sort of opened his door and waited 10 minutes before Jack decided, oh well, okay, the door's open, I may as well wander out and see what my lady wants today, which is, you know, just to say hello and bring him outside for a little while. Now that it has certainly cooled down, the sun is kind of behind the tree over there, so we're not getting, you know, dead on sunlight here. It's pretty much in the shade, and anyway, he's got under this whole trampoline to go if the sun was shining, but there's a little bit of a breeze, so it's a little bit cooler, which is fabulous. This is the best time for me too. I don't feel like coming out in the heat of the day, so I certainly know my snakes wouldn't want to be out in the heat of the day, and as you can hear, somebody's whippersnippering because nobody wants to do their lawns in the heat of the day either. So I don't know where Jack thinks he might be going at this particular point. You know, he's his Mr. Independent man, does what he wants to do. I'm just going to move him back a little bit so I don't want him going over into the garden. Where you going? Where you going, dude? Come on. Yeah, still heavy, but still not long enough that I nearly thought I was going to step on his tail. Then, not long enough as yet that I need both hands, but it certainly won't be long, and I'll be needing both my hands to move Jack around. I make sure that he's supported. I'm certainly not stretching it for him where he's uncomfortable about me just using that one hand. Like I said, it's not going to be long, and I'm not going to be able to do that with him. But I just might briefly, I've done the video where I thanked Azzy for her beautiful gifts, her thoughtful gifts they were actually. But I want to talk about a little bit to do with, our snakes. That, they don't always have good days. They're equally, just like us, they have a good day, good days, they have bad days. And of course, as I said, it's toilet time for Jack, and I think he can hear that motorbike, but he'll get going and of course go to the toilet. But they certainly do not always have great days. I'm not saying that they will be nasty and try and bite you, but they have their moods where they feel like it and they don't feel like it, and that comes down to wanting to come out. And that I wouldn't just associate and say to you, well, that's because they're having a bad day. I would put that down to that's because they're not in the mood and they just don't feel like it. And I really want people to understand that if you have a snake that loves coming out and comes out of their own accord a lot, rather than you physically getting them out, acknowledge that about them, that they don't want to come out that particular day. They may just want to rest and take it easy. They just don't feel like it. I don't believe in forcing that. I might give Jack a bit of a heads up, and if he's in a position where I can pull him out a little bit, but I won't pull him out all the way. A lot of the time I will leave that to him to decide whether that is going to. I'm just seeing, got some mighty big crows up there, as you can see. So I'm just going to hang a little bit near Jack, make him feel a little bit more comfortable that I'm close by. I so need to look at this. This is terrible, guys. I haven't done any weeding or nothing because, I have good and bad days. Here you go. How's this to go with what I'm talking about? But I, as myself, have good and bad days with my back. Some days are better than others. Some days I can be more active than others. But I know if I were to start weeding and pulling things out, I would have a few bad days later and I would pay for it. So hence why my garden needs weeding. I'll get there. I have, everybody coming here for Christmas. I'm just going to I'll let Jack go for a little while and just see where he's going to actually go. I don't know if he knows where he actually wants to go. But yeah, good and bad days. Some days I'm I'm great and I'm wonderful and I get up and I do and I go pretty well. And then other days I'm like, my back is not so good today, and I really have to stop and say to myself, well, I can't do that today. And I don't, because I learnt a long time ago that if I push myself on those days, I suffer. I really suffer for it. So actually what Jack is doing is he's trying to find that spot here where he is comfortable to go to the toilet. Jack has to find the spot, and he is. Now, as you'll see, he's working those muscles to go to the toilet. So good on Jack, because that's virtually why I bought him out. Now, if I wasn't able to, I'm glad. Jack is kind of that snake that hangs on to actually go to the toilet. He won't go. He just will not go in his enclosure. He will hold on. So I really have to be mindful and tuned in with Jack, with his feedings and where he's at and what day he's at, to know that he would be going to the toilet. And if I took him outside, he would go to the toilet. And I'm sure he's like grateful. You know, yeah, I was needing to go to the toilet. You know I don't go in my enclosure. Thanks for bringing me outside, Mum. That's what I know about Jack. That's what I know about good and bad days. He tells me I'm in the mood, I'm not in the mood, and I go with that. And I do that with my older snakes that have developed that pattern and let me know. My little ones, you know, they're little. They're still needing at times for me to physically get them out. Of course, once they're out, they're happy. They're doing really great, and, you know, they love being out. I've just sometimes got to be the one to actually get them out. So Jack is still going to the toilet at this particular point. So I'm not going to show you the other end of Jack at all. Okay, these are finished, which is good. So guys, I'm not going to keep this video going because, you know, I've got that first piece of it, and of course this was why I bought Jack out. Remember those good and bad days for your snakes. And as I said, just because it's a bad day, I mean that in terms of they're just not in the mood to come out. They just want to stay in their home and chill and sleep and rest and do what they do. It's not about them being nasty towards you, as in, I'm having a bad day and if you touch me I'll bite you. It's nothing like that at all. So guys, I am going to say, take care of yourself. What do you think, Jack? Take care of your family. Why? I haven't even got his head in because I can't find it because I'm in Zoom, and I'm, you know me guys, shocking with the Zoom. And take care of your snakes. Ciao.